This is a HeadGum podcast.
You're listening to the Morning After podcast.
The 80s seemed wild. The 80s seemed like, because I saw the first porn I ever saw was set in the 80s. And I seen some shit that I had never seen since.
In the 80s?
Just the most aggressive.
Bushes?
Just bushes. So I was at my cousin's house, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know about the human anatomy yet. I just knew I had a penis and I had a butt.
Okay.
Great start.
Right. I knew that, right? So I didn't know what girls had. I knew girls had a butt.
Right.
I didn't know what they had going on in the front, right?
Okay.
I assumed it was the same thing, but I don't know.
That's
Then
a wild assumption.
Yeah. so my cousin had these tapes, right? And his friend was over there. And so my uncle used to hide the porno behind the regular VHS. So you had like Running Scared, you had
Bloodsport,
all these movies, and then behind it you move it, and then you see like Vanessa Gets It, and you're like, whoa.
Did he handwrite the titles?
Nah, this was full on like.
Oh,
he had the covers for him and everything. Oh,
He
okay.
bought these. Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't really disguise it.
Nah, he was just hiding it from, because at the time we were shorter, so we couldn't really reach it. But my older cousin, Glenn, he grew up.
Yeah.
He's tall, And so his buddy Lynn is over there. And he grabs it and he put it in and we're all watching it. And all I know is that this man is having sex with this woman in the front. And I was so confused.
Yeah.
I was like,
how's he doing this?
Yeah, I was like, what is he doing to her?
Yeah.
And my cousin's friend goes, man, he waxing it and taxing it like the government. I was like, whoa. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen missionary sex and porno since.
Okay.
You grew up that day.
I grew up that day.
Yeah,
bro.
you became a man that day.
My God, man. It's so funny back then. Like you watch it like a movie. When you're in high school
Yeah.
and you listen to people talk about it, like we'd be in the locker room and they're like, dude, I gave you your tape back yesterday. He's like, yeah, I know, man. I know. You gave me the tape. He's like, dude, I jerked off so hard to that.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's serious. It's so serious.
Talking about it. I'm like,
jerking off. To me, it's a very private thing.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go around. Because then, if I know you jerked off, now I'm staring at your hands.
I know.
After you just dabbed him up.
Like
he
now,
touched your face.
Like how long ago did this happen?
Oh my gosh! So you grew up on the south. So you grew up on the west side.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And how long you been out here?
I'm not in LA.
Oh.
I'm still back at home in the suburbs, but I'm kind of like back and forth between here, Chicago, Vegas.
I asked Mojo if he knew T Murph.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
T Murph, my
He's
guy.
like, of course I
Yeah.
know T Murph.
Yeah. How can you not? If you're in Chicago, you know
You
T
know Murph?
Yeah.
Legend. I FaceTimed him and he didn't pick up, so I'm assuming at some point throughout the episode today, he will FaceTime us and we'll pick it up.
T Murph in
Yeah.
the gym with one of them tight ass shirts on.
Right now.
That's what he doing.
And some leggings.
Yes.
And some leggings.
Well, so, we were the catalyst for him getting in shape.
Okay.
Because season 1 of Woke, he was not in shape. I think this is just facts. He won't mind me saying this. He was not in shape.
I believe
And he
that.
saw us just waxing and taxing it in the gym.
Oh, wow. He called it back. He called it back.
And so season 2, he came jacked.
Oh yeah.
Still the same height.
Yeah,
but
he's
jacked.
not getting any taller. It's over
No.
with. I remember when he got woke, and then I just remember him going on this like serious gym run. Like he was putting his waist trainer on. He was taking his he was taking his supplements.
Waist trainers sound crazy.
He did. He was,
The
how the
waist
girls,
trainer?
how they take the waist trainer and they pull it off and they let you see the sweat.
Yeah.
Just that, like I had to unfollow him for about 3 months just because I couldn't keep watching it.
Oh.
You had to mute Murph.
Yeah, I had to mute him because he was just it was too much. Like it was too. I'm happy for him though.
No, yeah.
He's not getting any taller though.
No.
That's
no,
it.
no. No matter how hard he prays.
I think between us, I think Murph would get the surgery to get his knees. I think he would do it.
To lengthen his limbs.
He wants to be taller.
Damn. Because when comedians they hurt, they talk about their pain. And he always talk about his height.
Yes.
So he might really be hurting.
Some of his bits are so good.
Yeah, you can't.
And if he's tall, he can't do it.
Yeah,
no
that's
more.
what I'm saying. Like,
hey, man.
he's a short king.
It's like when Jonah Hill lost all that weight. It was like, I guess he got to do drama now because he's not as funny.
Yeah.
Why is that the case though? When fat comedians get smaller,
Because there's something you can tell a joke, right? But there's something about you telling it while you know,
While you
shaking
big.
it, while you shake
Yeah.
it. It's like comedy is a physical thing too. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like Jonah Hill, he's just funny. I think he's just funny. And you know what it is too? Your sense of humor is the same, but what I think it is that his ego changed.
Okay.
Once you lose the weight, you think you Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And you can't tell no more
He
jokes.
did Moneyball with Brad Pitt.
Exactly.
So he was super close to him.
And I think it's not fair though. I think we should let them live in that. I think a lot of times when they lose that weight, we still look at them like, no, you still that fat dude that we first met.
Yeah.
And I think we don't let that go. I think we got to let that go. Let them be.
Let him be, man.
Yeah, let them be. T Murph, we're going to let you be. You a sex symbol. Okay.
What?
He's going to clip that so fast
I know he is.
and post that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, hopefully you kids ain't watching this shit. But welcome to another episode of the Lamorning After. I'm Lamorne. As always, is my boy Kyle, the legend.
Hello
Sheffrin.
there.
And today we got a very special guest, very funny dude. Used to watch porn in the 80s.
I wasn't
to
even
the
born
burbs.
in the 80s.
Yeah. Moved to the burbs and was talking about masturbation with his white friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mojo Brookzz.
Welcome, dude. Welcome. What an intro.
He just put his story on me. Ain't that crazy? I did.
Thank you.
I fell into the trap.
Thank you for opening up.
No,
With-
I fell into the trap. I fell into the trap.
Are you on tour now?
I am.
Damn.
Amazing.
How stressful is that? Is it because I dabble in and out of stand up, and the part that freaks me out the most is the amount of times you are on stage to get better.
The being on the stage part is the most fun of the touring.
Okay.
I think the part that I kind of like, kind of wears and tears on me is the traveling.
Yeah.
Like the tour we on right now with the We Done Ones tour with Mike Epps. We do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a different city.
Okay.
So we get on a plane, every day to go to the city, and you in these airports and you picking up. It's all that other stuff. But
yeah.
being on the stage is, that's the fun
That's
part.
the fun part.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
It is fun when you up there, I guess. How long you been doing it?
This will be my 11th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we'll do 3 shows. And I'll just walk away thinking like I'm a rock star and I ain't gotta get on stage no more. I'd be like, yeah, I'm a stand-up comic, baby. Like,
Yeah.
put that in my bio, and then I'll go watch like a pro do it. I go, God,
I got a lot of work to do.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. It's nothing worse than seeing like other comics, like you'll see them and they'll do a joke and like, damn, why didn't I think of that? But it's really the hours that they putting in up there.
Yeah.
They not doing 3 shows and like, yep, I'm him.
They ever forget you in a city? Or did you get lost in a city?
Wait, what you mean forgive me?
Like the plane took off without you?
Like,
I mean, that's not...
or you got into some trouble and you missed the plane and
No,
got left
I
in
ain't-
the city.
No, I have not. I have not. You know what? I'm that guy where I'm the first one there and I'm the last one to
Fair
leave.
enough.
So I haven't gotten left. No. So let me,
I don't want to get you in trouble with the misses.
I'm knock on this couch, but no, I haven't gotten left.
that would be a problem for me. Like if I was actually touring, like on a national tour,
Mhm.
that would be a problem for me. I hate to travel. I hate to getting on planes. I hate planes. But like being in hotels, at the bar, like meeting people, like that, like after the show is really fun for me.
Mhm.
I would probably enjoy that too much.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know somebody in every city and I just want to call up somebody, hey, let's go kick it. And before you know it, it's 7 a.m. and y'all leaving. And I'm like, I'm texting Sam, like, just put me on another flight.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 41.
Okay. Yeah, you too old for that shit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm 35. And I'm telling you right now, once I'm done with that show, I'm back at the room, rewatching the set, taking notes and doing whatever adjustments I want to do with that, and then I'm going to bed.
Damn. So
Yeah.
you are
While you're watching the
strict
tape.
like that.
I know people in every city too, and man, I'll come in and won't even say nothing. And I'll go do my show and I'll go back. But I don't know what come with that. Like before I even was doing comedy, I was a party promoter. So I was already in my 20s, like I was out. You know what I'm saying? I was outside and I was broke. So now it's like
Your party must have been dead. What you mean?
no, it was fun. Like it was fun. But now you in your 30s and you got some money. Like you just kind of like I want to do other things like go on vacation.
Okay,
you
that
know what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Like that's kind of like That's kind of like the space I'm in. But you too old for that shit. You gotta go to bed.
Listen, I know. Here's the thing. I know.
Okay.
When I look at myself in the mirror and I look at what I've become,
yes.
I go, nigga, I know.
I could do better.
I can.
Yes.
And I can see the ways in which I could do better. However, because I don't do it often enough,
the hotel lobby is just calling your name.
Dude, when you get a crowd of people
there
that's
it
laughing,
is, though.
you go,
oh, it feels good.
It's like
then afterwards, everybody telling you how great you were. And they want to buy you a shot.
3 shots.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now you're in a room. It's 5 women in the room and it's just you.
I know, man. I hate it when that
delete that.
I hate it when that happens.
I'm always like, no.
The energy.
I can't do it.
I just don't have the tea for that anymore.
Anything ever crazy ever happened to you? Because I hear these stories all the time with like, you know, I tried to smoke with this guy afterwards and they laced my shit. Well,
just
I feel like you may have a crazier party promoter story. Like,
I got a crazy party promoter.
Oh, let's go. I knew it. I could sense it.
All right, well, let's hear that with it.
This was kind of like early on when I was doing a party promoter thing and I had a partner. And his name was Kool-Aid. That's what we called him.
Okay.
So he was like the DJ and I was the host and, you know, we would promote these parties. At the same time, I was working a security job and, you know, we would split everything down the middle. So I remember I was going to Vegas for vacation and I gave him my half of the money to go, you know, book everything, put the deposit down. So we get back, it's like 2 weeks later, it's time for the party. And we there, nobody shows up. Like it's bad. Like it's probably like 8 people there. Like it's bad. So we inside there and they got this tactical security team that was supposed to be securing the event. Yeah. So it's the end of the night and you know, they was like, hey, who paying us?
Oh, sure.
And, you know, I'm like, man, well, you see ain't nobody came through that door. You know, can we call y'all in a couple of weeks? And he was like, no. He was like,
right now.
You know, we need to be paid right now. So I'm like, well, how much y'all got? Because I know we gave a deposit. He was like, we ain't get nothing. So I'm looking at my partner. I'm like, well, what'd you do with the money? So he put his head down. I'm like, oh, no.
Kool-Aid,
so you done jagged the money. Kool-Aid done jagged the money. So now the head guy, the security people say, hey, look, everybody close the door and locks the door. We inside, we inside here. We just inside this club and we just sitting there. He said, ain't nobody leaving till we get our money. It's like $1,600 they waiting on. Yeah. So we sitting there. I know for a fact I just got 83 cents on my debit card. That's it. I know it's over with. So he was like, call your parents, call somebody. I'm like, I'm not calling my mom at 1 o'clock in the morning telling her I need $1,600. I'm cool. I said, y'all need to do what y'all got to do. So as we sitting there, I'm trying to think of a way to get out of it because we sitting there now. It's about 45 minutes. They not playing. So I take my phone and I call 911.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I grab the phone and I kind of lean over and whisper and I'm like, I'm being held hostage. So maybe about 5 minutes later, the police is banging on the door.
Oh, shit.
And they come in and they was like, somebody said they was being held hostage. And the security guy was like, no, everything okay. I said, no, that would be me. I'm the hostage. I'm the hostage, man. I'm ready to go.
Get me out.
Yeah, so we ended up leaving. And I always think about those guys because I know they probably see me now and they probably like, he got my $1,600.
Wait, so y'all never went back and gave him their money?
No.
Did you talk to Kool-Aid about it?
Yeah, man. We ain't friends to this day because of that.
Damn.
What'd he do with it? Just gamble?
He went and got some clothes and some shoes.
Oh, he just really fucked it off.
Y'all ever see Janky Promoters?
Yeah.
You remember when Jelly Roll, when Mike Epps had got that money and that was Jelly Roll. And I was a taxpaying citizen at that time, so I had every right to call those people to come and rescue me.
I am a citizen. It's me. I should probably leave.
I should be
Kool-Aid, on the other hand, ain't paid taxes in 8 years.
Do what y'all will with him. Do what you will with him.
I used to go to a lot of parties back in Chicago, and like one thing that I hated about the party scene in Chicago was that, because I wasn't shit. I was just trying to go to the club, but it was like you had to be somebody or know somebody. And I was like, but I don't. How do I? And I was waiting tables. I ain't make no money. I was like,
how do I get in?
I want to go in. How do I get in?
How do I get in?
And it was always an issue. It was always. And then once I got on BET, it became a little bit easier, but it was a bit trickier.
Yeah.
Where I would get asked to come host a party in Chicago, right? My face would be on a flyer.
Absolutely.
I would get to the front and the guy would be like, sorry, you can't come in here.
You can't come in.
And I'm like, but I'm
on a flyer.
I'm on a flyer. And he's like this, oh, you can't come in here.
Would he look
at it? So do you know what that is?
No.
Do you know what was happening when that happened?
No.
So in that party scene and the Chicago promoters scene, pretty much what they do is they just get a bunch of people say, hey, you want to host? You want to host? You want to host? You want to host?
Ooh.
And they throw all these people on these flyers. And it may be, it might be one big promoter that night, but then they may have like 15 sub promoters.
Right.
Now, whoever the sub promoter is that threw you on that flyer may not have no pull. May be like me and Kool-Aid.
Damn.
And you didn't pull it up and they like, yeah, we don't know nothing about that.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm 41. I've hosted a lot of parties.
Okay.
Never has someone explained it to me like that
That's
before.
what happened.
Wow.
Never.
That's what happened.
Like, damn, that made me feel like less than.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The truth hurt.
The nigga that asked you to be there couldn't get in.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's how that shit be. You would be right out there with the dude that put you on the flyer and they like, hey. And I one time it happened to me and they told the dude, they was like, we told you to stop coming up here. I'm like, so we in danger. We in danger right now. No, hell no. That's what happened to you, man. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But it happened to all of us though.
The Great Rewards Hunt is on, so join the adventure with DraftKings Casino. For fun seekers, follow the trail to huge jackpots, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games. But the excitement is only getting started because new players can get 500 casino spins on a featured game. Just sign up with code LaMorningAfter and wager a minimum of $5 to receive 500 casino spins on a featured game. Only on the most rewarding place to play, DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for feature game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends 4/27/25 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So Mojo, on this show, we poll the fans.
Okay.
Sometimes we do it individually, sometimes we do it together.
Mm-hmm.
And when we told them that you were coming on the show, we asked them to submit questions specifically for you.
Yeah, while we were polling them. While we were polling them, saying your name.
Yeah.
We was polling them.
Okay.
And so these are for you.
Okay.
If given enough time, resources, and a team full of experts, do you think you could steal the Declaration of Independence? Are you tactful? Because you figured out a way to get out of that situation.
You got out of a crazy situation. With
Where
Kool-Aid.
is the Declaration of Independence right now? Where would I have to go get it from?
That's in
That's
Washington
Springfield?
right now. In at the Archives building, I believe.
Let me tell you something. If those people were able to go into the Capitol on January 6th, the way they did, I definitely.
But this is in a case. This is in a glass case.
I'm going to get it.
You're gonna need to know an insider, dude. You're gonna need to know how to get into the case. It's bulletproof. It's like glass shatter proof.
Wait a minute, hold on. I don't like this. You asked me a question if I felt like I could do something.
Yeah.
I just told you I can do it, and you want to tell me how hard it is going to be for me to do. Is this it right here?
Oh, that's
right. Look at that. Yeah.
Okay, and those two guys right there. Okay, that guy on the left is probably T Murph's height. I definitely can get it. I definitely can get it.
So what you're planning here, just two-piece both of them real quick and then just steal it?
Because they don't look like they have real guns.
They don't.
I feel like they definitely have real guns.
You know what I want to use? I want to use this shit from the movies that that the killers, they spray the shit on a towel and put it over the face.
Yeah, the
What's that
chloroform.
stuff? Chloroform?
I want to do that shit. That's how I would get them.
Yeah.
I would roll in playing sick or something. Had a towel in my pocket, and as soon as they get up on me, bam, put it right over his nose, lay him down.
What you could do is have a fake baby.
Yeah.
Right? You coming over a fake, like you nursing the baby.
Yes.
Just walk in
And
like,
damn, as soon as they get close, bam,
turn around,
lay them on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Steal
Okay.
the Declaration of Independence.
I think
Easier
we
than
do
what
it.
Nick Cage had to do in that movie, National Treasure. Like what did he have to do to steal the Declaration of Independence?
Well, he had to go see it first, and then he decided he was going to steal it. You guys are just doing this in broad daylight. Like, you don't want to try to do it at night when it's probably a bit quieter. Like, I'm going to rappel down from the ceiling.
So you on
Mission
Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm walking straight in. knocking them out, getting what I need, and I'm getting out of there.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
You getting tased so fast.
I feel like that's a better way to get it done than trying to go Mission Impossible.
See?
Because with Mission Impossible, you need to know somebody like Ving Rhames. You know what I'm saying?
How you know I don't?
I'm just saying. First of all, I know he don't, because the tactful people that he know, he snitched on.
And I owe them some money.
Yeah, so he can't call them.
So I can't call them.
So you're right. Ain't nobody expected you to just
Don't
walk
say I
in.
snitched on them, though.
I'm not going to say snitch. Okay?
Because I was a civilian.
Let me not say snitch. Okay, he saved himself from a very dangerous, volatile situation.
Yes, it was. Anything could have happened.
In snitch form. But not...
Yeah. You can argue the semantics of snitching,
in snitch form,
but you snitched, okay?
I didn't snitch.
Let me tell you something.
So let's talk about that. Hold on. What is snitching?
That's not
we got to get an understanding.
Okay, that's not snitching. That's not snitching.
I don't think that's snitching. I think if all three of us went in and do it,
yeah,
and I got caught,
you're the only one who gets caught. Yeah,
and then
I'd be like, I could tell you exactly where they at right now.
Yeah,
they're shooting a podcast. That's snitching. I think
you're right. That's
I was
true.
a victim.
You were a victim. You were saving. It's like, okay, yeah. If you're being kidnapped, which you were technically,
yes.
if you're being kidnapped,
held against my will,
and then you try to get out of that situation,
absolutely.
You call the police.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine? Because this is what the hood would say if you were, let's say you're a kid and you get kidnapped and you escape. It's gonna be some nigga online. It's gonna be like, snitch.
He snitched on somebody.
How you snitch?
Who you snitch on? How you get out? How you get away so fast?
They gotta survive.
I think but that's serious though. I think the lines for snitching have got very blurry.
Yeah,
I think it has. I think sometimes I don't think people be snitching. You're a citizen. They tell us to call the cops.
Yeah, yeah. If somebody committed a crime against me,
yes,
you
got to report it.
Okay, then you would send someone to jail.
I would send that person who committed that crime.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a situation where it's like one of you two got to go to jail, and it's serious, like somebody got to take the fall. One, I'm not going to jail, but I'm also not intentionally sending somebody to prison.
Okay, you just try to doctor that shit up, though.
Purpose.
You're not.
Yeah, you're on that blurred line that you're talking about. Like he's not snitching.
You just admitted that you're a snitch.
Nah, I'm gonna be like, it wasn't me.
No.
Anonymous call.
Yeah, that's a snitch.
If Mojo,
and you from the South Side, I'm disappointed in you.
If I saw Mojo try to break into the Charters of Freedom building with a fake baby, nursing a fake baby, and knocking out T Murph and then another guard,
absolutely,
and using chloroform, I'm snitching.
But they got nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Yeah, but I want to steal the Declaration of Independence. I don't want him to steal it. What cartoon character would be the most insufferable coworker in real life? Bet you never got asked that question before.
I never got asked that question. What cartoon?
It'll probably be Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny?
Because he's always up to something.
Yeah.
You're painting fake tunnels and shit. I like Bugs Bunny, though. Like damn, I like Bugs Bunny, but you can never be, you got to stay on your toes with him. You can't just chill. Maybe Tweety Bird.
Oh yeah? What? Tweety Bird's so cute.
Tweety Bird can't get annoying. It's so peaceful. She's so
I think
was gay.
What? you argue that Tweety Bird ain't
is so cute. It's just, as a man.
You gonna say Tweety Bird not cute?
I
just look at those eyes.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in both of you.
What's
guys
more
right
your speed?
now.
Tasmanian devil?
It's so
that's like the definition of cute. Say Tweety Bird is not cute.
I'm not gonna say that either.
We're gonna edit the shit out of that. Tweety Bird, cute.
Tweety Bird is so cute.
I think Tasmanian devil actually would be a nightmare because he would just cause a wreck in the office every day.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I'll say
and
Taz.
then you got to clean up that shit.
Yeah.
That'd be a disaster.
I'm going to go Taz.
Taz?
Yeah, Tweety, you good.
Yeah.
You're not cute, but you good. I'll be honest with you, though. I just learned right now that Tweety Bird is a girl.
I thought Tweety Bird was a dude.
I thought it was, too. That's why I thought it was gay when he said that he was cute.
Tweety Bird is a man.
It isn't. Oh,
I told you that was gay.
I think Tweety Bird very fluid. It's whoever you want to see her as. You know what I mean?
You started trying to make her her.
A non-binary bird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. One of them.
That's a him.
Non-birdinary.
Is Tweety Bird voiced by a guy, though, or voiced by a girl? Because that could be a factor that they try to throw me off.
It might be the same person who does Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's voiced by Mel Blanc, who does almost all the original.
Whether it's voiced by, let me tell you something.
You're the one, Mojo, who said when he's stealing the Declaration of Independence, he's going to have a baby feed off his nipple, okay?
He brought the baby in the nipple.
You agreed.
I just agree with it.
Yeah, you didn't even do the motion.
But I didn't bring it up. That's not how I was going to do it originally.
Okay,
I love that. Yeah. Go. I'm dead.
If you could turn any song into a full-length movie, what would you pick?
Contagious by Ronald Isley and R. Kelly.
Sam over here is obsessed with that song. I played that song for her one time, and every time we in the car, she playing that.
You gotta play. What's the name?
You can't put that on blast.
Big X the Plug has a version of it.
Oh,
called 2 a.m. and it's dope.
For real?
Yes.
Oh,
it's dope.
Hey,
yeah.
Did he start like that?
Yes.
Hey.
Check it out. It's dope. I'll get Big X the Plug. It's called 2 a.m.
What character are you playing in that movie?
In Contagious?
Yeah. What's your role?
Definitely can't be R. Kelly.
No, you can't do that. You gotta be Mr.
I'll be
Biggs.
Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
Mr. Biggs.
I'll be Mr. Biggs.
My favorite part. Front, shut up.
Can't you see two men are talking? Thought I told your ass to get the walking.
Damn. Toxic masculinity right there. That scene.
Yo, can't you see two men are talking is one of the funniest things that somebody could say to somebody. You can't take it seriously.
Those glasses
Especially
are
when
crazy,
you just
though.
walked in on her cheating on you with this guy. Like, it's two men talking right now.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out which one is going to have you.
Yeah. Leave that to us. You stay there.
Damn, what a fit. Yeah, look at the fit.
Yo, my brother wore one of those to
To
his
prom?
He had the hat. He had his suit was all white.
Wow.
Wow.
White pinstripe.
Did he have a cane?
He had a cane.
What's your brother's name?
Devon.
Devon.
Yeah.
You need your ass whooped.
No, Devon once drop kicked 14 guys in a row, so be careful.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a fighter.
Well, he the one need to go get the Declaration of Independence then.
Oh, he could get it easily. He's also in the CIA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a conspiracy
You don't need
theory.
your ass whooped. I take that back. Cut that part out.
Oh, God.
The suits are immaculate in this video.
Was that a
Yes.
Dobbs hat?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, man. Then R. Kelly show up. We know this ain't true because that woman looked of age.
Yes.
R. Kelly, boy.
I mean, he mixed them out. It was some women on the documentary that was like 40.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
They
he
were
was
like
just
40.
horny as shit.
Yeah.
Mojo, if you could instantly solve one mystery or unsolved cold case from history, what would it be? What's a mystery you want to solve?
It's two things that I would like want to know.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so
Hit us
it
with both of
was this particular case that happened in Chicago.
Okay.
Remember Kanika Jenkins? She was in a hotel. She ended up in the freezer,
Oh, yeah.
and they never figured out what happened. I would either want to figure that out or how they did what they did to Malcolm X.
Ooh. See, Malcolm X is a bit more like, we can just assume it was the government.
Yes,
We just go, it's got to be
it's
the
got to be the
government.
government.
Right. With Kanika, like, that's such a cold case, no pun intended.
I
But,
see what
like,
you did there.
You know, this is a freezer, which God rest their
Wow.
soul.
Goodfellas
I'm just
style.
saying, God rest their
Wow,
soul.
such a cold case. Damn.
It's like, but like you will never fix. Like,
No, we'll never
You
know.
will never know.
No, they
Like, that's-
froze that. They froze that case.
Kyle, stop.
Moving on. What's the next?
No, the police put a pause on it.
Okay, yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
put a pause on it.
Oh, they
No?
did?
It's over.
It's still active?
No, they
dropped it, or-
I think they accidental suicide or something. They said
She. Oh, it
Hold
was
on,
one of
was
those
she
like.
like-
they said that she got herself in the freezer and it just locked her in.
This is like an industrial size like restaurant freezer.
Yeah, one of the big ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes
Wait,
more
you talking like a
sense.
walk-in or like a just
Yeah,
deep freezer?
like the walk-in.
Oh, she
Yeah,
was
like-
in there.
one of
yeah,
those
they found
big
her in
ones.
there. They found her in there. Like her
Oh.
clothes was like kind of ripped off and everything.
No, that's bullshit.
Somebody put her in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I would probably try to figure out like what's under the pyramids. Like I gotta know because I hear these theories that it's like, you know, ancient civilizations that like, and there's like real technology down there. that
Crazy
they use.
layers, like multiple floors going deep down under
of
them.
like civilizations under the ground. Because you hear about this shit. We've been here so
I mean,
long. we
if that's
don't
the
know.
case, you don't think they would have been?
But they can't. They're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. That's why they have to use special technology that can like that can scan and try to like send some sort of signal that can detect what's under there. And so new technology, the further it gets, they'll see like blueprint type shit. Like, what is that? But they can't. They're not allowed to dig.
Mojo actually has a way to break into the pyramids. Did you want to
Use chloroform to get out?
I'm about to say, man, let's fuck it. Let's just go do it. You want to know? I want to know.
Field
Fuck
trip
it.
to
You said
Egypt.
some real shit under there. Let's go figure it out.
Yeah, that's
And if we get caught, we say he told us to do it.
what snitch.
There you go.
You snitching.
And you
Nah,
gonna get us
snitch.
out of it.
That's a fact.
That's a good one.
That's a fact.
I mean, I want to know JFK. Like, it's
They
just,
showed you what happened. The driver shot him in his head.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll believe that.
You didn't see the video? The guy clearly turned around and shot him.
Wait, this is new. Is this a new discovery when the driver shot him? Because then they say we're going to release like.
Yeah, they released the video, but the video for years had been out. Like you could see the driver kind of turn a little bit, shoots him. Why you think his wife, when he shot him, she was trying to climb out the back of the car because of where the shot came
where the
from.
shot came from.
Yeah.
But I think it was multiple people. I don't think it was just one person.
Nah, I think it was probably multiple people involved, but the guy who was driving shot him.
This whole thing was sketchy though. Like driving him through Dallas, like unprotected, open caravan.
You got to stay protected in Dallas.
That's what I'm saying. Magic bullet theory. I'm not buying that theory at all. Like how that bullet went like zigzagging all across I'm not buying that shit.
All right. Well, listen, Kyle, that's I mean, if there's been like certain theories and certain, video footage, that is a terrible one to pick. Because it seems like we have the answer already.
We don't have the answer though. That's the crazy part.
I mean,
I want the official answer.
I want to know if Elon Musk is an alien or a robot.
he
Lizard
looks
people?
like one.
Yeah, he could be a lizard person.
Lizard people.
You ever see him without his shirt on?
Nah, not recently. What's the funniest thing you ever accidentally said in a serious moment?
Oh.
Like something was serious and you just said some shit you probably shouldn't have said.
I've done that a lot. Because I don't take a lot of stuff serious.
Yeah, same.
I even at funerals.
No, come on, man. What?
No, that's a thing. Sometimes because funerals are so uncomfortable, a lot of people try to laugh their way through it, like as a coping thing. Yeah.
I guess I've heard that before.
So that's a real thing.
People be making the craziest statements at funerals.
Yeah, but I mean, they do. When my sister passed, her boyfriend spoke, and some of the stuff that he was saying that he was gonna miss about her was insane.
Like too graphic,
bro.
No.
Like my dad was like,
No.
"Get him down now." Like, shit that I didn't even know my sister was doing. Like she did what to you? You gonna miss when she does what? Like what? Hell nah.
What a way to find out new info about your sibling.
Oh,
My
no.
God.
That's
I would rather them just put it in the obituary and we had the choice to read that part. But the fact that he went up there and he was just like had deep thought he was, and he was like, oh. I'm like, bro, what is happening?
He went back to that time.
To that moment.
Yeah,
to that
you
moment.
like see
however
it.
she made him feel when she did what she did to him.
He
Oh, my
showed you
God.
guys. Yeah.
I'm telling you. I thought he was going to kill himself just to meet her in the afterlife to get it again.
Wow.
My dad was like,
that's a
get
great
him
answer.
down now.
Did anyone pull him down?
Yeah, you know what I did? It was as soon as he had his next thing that he said, I just started clapping. And then the whole church started clapping with me. And that was like his cue, like, okay, you
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Tight five, dude. Your time's up.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I remember when my fifth grade teacher died. And it was crazy because when I was in fourth grade, and then my fourth grade teacher passed away.
What is happening?
Yeah.
There are a lot
I
of deaths surrounding
Hate
you.
to be your
Seriously.
teacher.
No, I'm not bullshitting. My fourth grade teacher passed away and from breast cancer. And we had to substitute that whole rest of the school year. Then when I went to fifth grade, my fifth grade teacher, she had a heart attack and she died.
Ooh.
And this is what I learned a valuable lesson this day. So I was coming to school and I used to go in early because we used to sell snacks and stuff to raise money for this marquee we wanted to have at our school.
Mm-hmm.
And her car used to always be parked in the same spot. I'm in fifth grade. I'm walking to school and I done got up early, to come sell the stuff. And I get there and her car's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember saying, now where's this bitch at? in the 5th grade. I remember saying, now, where's this bitch
You're
at?
driving hard B's in 5th grade?
Yes. I used to watch a lot of wrestling, though. And that
really?
Yeah. I used to watch a lot of wrestling.
Who was like your guy?
My favorite, I would say, was probably Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels was
Bret the Hitman Hart for me.
What?
Yeah. Bret the Hitman Hart. He was cold.
He was all right.
The sharpshooter was the only move I could successfully do to somebody.
Man, somebody almost broke my spine trying to do that shit.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Like they did it and end up falling back in my back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. But no, I remember coming in and not seeing the car. I was like, now where's this bitch at today? And I got up the stairs and I remember the other person that, was selling thing. He was like, you might want to sit down for this. I was like, for what? Where's the bitch at? He was like, she had a heart attack.
And then you felt so bad.
I fell to my knees like a movie.
Oh, yeah?
You
cried.
didn't know.
And cried.
Damn.
Fell to my knees and cried, man. And it was back-to-back years. And my grandfather is such a jokester. He doesn't take anything serious.
Yeah.
So I remember I went home that day and he was like, how was school today? I was like, my teacher passed. He said, didn't your 4th grade dental teacher die last year? I'm like, yeah. He said, damn, you must be killing those teachers up there. And my mom was like, don't say that.
Oh, man, I love that.
Oh, my God.
But it's real, man. It's the truth. But rest in peace to my teachers because I loved those 2 ladies. I really did.
Yeah. No, we got.
I love both of them.
How do I just see Mojo walking in and go, where's this goddamn son of a bitch?
Man.
And he opened up a beer.
Just in 5th grade.
Listen to me.
Oh, God.
What's the most overhyped movie franchise?
Look.
I love all movies, but I'm just gonna say that we're big movie people. So
Yeah.
Even if they're bad, to me, they're still fun. Like they're still good.
I don't agree with that, but
I gotta say, and this is gonna sound crazy.
I know
Okay.
it.
You're gonna say Fast and Furious?
I'm gonna say Fast and the Furious.
I agree. That's a good one.
I'm gonna say Fast and Furious.
They made too many of them.
It's a lot
Fuck.
of them, and it's the same shit.
And now they
No.
flying out of space and shit. And
Yeah,
Ferraris.
Too
like,
many of them. 13 is not enough.
Okay.
Mission Impossible is dope. We need more of those.
Yeah.
I think I was like after maybe the 3rd Fast and the Furious, I was done.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I was
You know,
done after
He said
that.
once Bow Wow showed up, he was like,
Well, he's a scientist now.
"Oh, is he?
Bow Wow.
Oh, yeah."
And he sent Tyrese and Luda into space.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that.
This is a big internet rumor, but there's a crossover happening between Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park.
I heard that,
Or-
but Steven Spielberg is gonna be like, "No."
I know, but Toretto's going to make him say yes.
What the hell do Fast and the Furious got to do with Jurassic Park?
Well,
the cars are gonna drive so fast, they're gonna go back in time.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're going to need Dom and his team to kill T-Rexes.
Y'all fucking with me.
No, that was an actual theory that they were gonna combine those two
Really?
franchises. Yes, I did hear that before, which is stupid.
I'm all
Jurassic
for it.
Park was cool.
Yeah, I like the Jurassic Park franchise.
Yeah.
When you
Heck
don't
yeah.
do it, when you don't overdo it, like when you got that many,
Like Bad Boys is good.
it's what I'm saying. It's 3 or 4 movies, you good.
Yeah.
When you got 13,
It's
like
not
you
enough
just
story in the world.
you just try to make so much money.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, they're entertaining. It's like, yeah, this is cool. And they make a lot of money. So I'm in the minority. I know that. But when I go, I'm not missing anything that I hadn't seen in the previous 10.
There's a lot you missed in the previous 10 because I don't know if you were paying close attention.
Okay.
here you
Very
go.
intricate details.
Yes.
These are movies where you cannot look away for 1 second. You cannot be sending a text while in the theater. You need to be paying attention. So much so that Lamorne's buddy Pat, almost fought me
Yeah.
because I was telling him how great of a cinema Fast 11 and a half was.
11 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for me. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm agree with him on that
Yeah.
one, Fast. I don't think they need a 13, but
Yeah.
if you make a 14 and you want me to be in it, I'll do it.
Oh, no. It don't work. It don't work both ways. Only
I'll
one getting
do it.
invited would be me.
I'll do it.
I already know I'm never going to be invited to do it. So
Yeah.
I can safely
you can
say,
say it.
nah, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
You know what was good? Gone in 60 Seconds was good.
That was
Oh,
great.
They could
yeah,
have did
that's-
2 of those.
That's
Oh,
an
yeah.
all-time classic.
Yes.
100%.
That was a good one. They could have gave us 2 of those.
I would love a second one.
Which historical figure would be the best at social media?
I'm going to jump in real quick. MLK.
I was going to say that. You took it from me.
Because the way that dude would slide into DMs in 2025 would be crazy.
You want to hear about my dream, bitch?
Ooh. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I think Harriet Tubman would have been. She'd been good on social media too.
It wouldn't, but I don't know. I don't know if social media would work for her because that means too many people in her business. So she was trying to be low key. She was trying to be too low key. And they would have known. They would have been following her. She would have been tagging everything. Look at me, free again. Like, and they would have been like, nah, we know what
especially now.
The spot.
Dude, especially now with those geo tracker guys who can like look at an image and like find where you are.
100%.
They got that shit.
Oh, dude, these guys like they'll look at your shoelace on the ground and be like, the dirt. I know exactly where that is, and they'll find you.
It's so weird.
You got to be careful where you post on IG.
Yeah,
man. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah,
because I definitely post my shoes all the
time. Yeah, Harriet Tubman. She would be horrible.
Okay, so I take that one back.
I say Wilt Chamberlain is a historical figure. I wanted because he said this man said he slept with over 20,000 women, and at least if it was social media, there would be some proof. You could go through his DMs. Who we talking about?
He probably pull
so?
a Shannon Sharp and end up on IG Live.
Probably.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
think social media would prove it.
Well, because you can see how
20,000 is just a crazy number, though.
Yeah, but he used to have like a group waiting for him at the hotel after a game.
Yeah, that's cool, but there's no way. Even if you got a group of 10, honestly, only on a good night, probably only 4 gonna get some attention.
If he was trying to play a
20,000, what did he die from?
That's a great question. I think his stamina, like he just gave out, like his body just
ain't
gave
throat
out.
Cancer.
No, yeah.
Did we know? Did we know?
His dick fell off.
You know, I think Dean Martin would do well on.
He had heart problems
on socials. Sammy Davis Jr. would do great on social media.
Oh yeah,
I think these guys would clean up.
I think Michael Jackson would have killed it.
Oh yeah,
dude, those dance videos would have been insane.
I know. All he do is post like moonwalk tutorials. Oh, come on, silly head. This is what you got to do.
You gotta move like this.
Come on, just put your feet down like this.
One after the other.
Not like that, silly head. Come on.
Yeah, Michael Jackson would have been dope on social media. Michael Jackson is like one of the few people that I wish I could have seen perform.
Oh yeah, he's at the top of that list.
Yeah.
I got a chance to hang out with Prince, so I feel good in that.
Mhm.
But I still think about, damn, I never saw Michael Jackson.
Well,
I never saw Michael Jordan play basketball in person, and I never saw Michael Jackson.
I met Michael Jordan once.
I met him once and I cried.
Yeah, I didn't cry.
Why you say it like that? Like you said it in judgmental.
I'm worried about you guys. You crying about Mike. Tweety Bird cute. It's just
You're still on that, dude?
I'm not letting that shit go. I'm not letting that go.
I'm just saying, I was a grown man, and
you was a grown man and you cried,
bro,
because you met Michael Jordan.
At least I thought
I was in the third grade.
What's because you didn't understand the significance?
No, they had just won a championship.
Yeah, but you didn't know the significance. You were a kid. You didn't know how difficult that was for him. You didn't know what Mike had to go through. I saw Mike at his apex for a long time, and then when I met him, just emotions, they came rushing out of my body.
You just looked at him and cried.
So my friend, do you remember Roxy?
I'm disappointed.
Roxy 106
yeah,
Park.
Roxy.
She used to host a radio show in Chicago.
Yes.
So she and we had shows on BET at the same time. Come back to Chicago. She had a birthday dinner. We're at the table. She goes, "Yo, L, I want you to meet somebody." It's a separate room from where her dinner is.
Mm-hmm.
I go in there, and in there is a couple dudes and a couple women smoking cigars, and Michael Jordan. And as soon as he sees me, he stands up and comes to shake my hand. And he was the nicest dude. He was just like, "Oh, it was a pleasure to meet you, young man." You know, I was like, "Hey, you're a funny dude." And I was like, "Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah." And she shook my hand. He started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, I know."
Just tears.
And I'm 22 at the time. I think I was 22. And I caught myself crying. Roxy looking at me like this. And I was like, it won't stop coming out. It's.
How did you feel? What made you, what triggered the tears?
I never in my life have I been around excellence like that.
Like that.
Mm.
I was like, whoa. Think about it. Michael Jordan, in just the history of everything.
And he was retired at this point.
He was retired. But in the history of everything, Michael Jordan is number one.
The standard, yeah.
And I don't even think he's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Okay. I don't agree.
I
with
don't.
that.
But I'm saying,
Who do you
thinking
think is the
figure,
greatest?
I think LeBron.
Okay.
But Michael Jordan, I go, he is the greatest
Someone just
figure.
check out right there.
He is.
Checked out.
He is.
He's like, I still live in Chicago. I cannot.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
say
You're not
that.
allowed to. You're not allowed to. But I know how you really feel.
I love LeBron. I
Mhm.
love what LeBron has done.
Mhm.
I love what he's done for the NBA.
Mhm. Watch
but
it. Watch
I
it.
think that Michael Jordan is by far the greatest basketball player of all time.
I can't argue against that.
I wouldn't
can't.
allow you.
I can't argue against
I mean,
it.
we can even go to who made the better Space Jam.
Well, that's a producer and Malcolm Lee. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, Malcolm Lee. But that's a different movie.
And you're in Tar Heel Blue right now, Baby Blue.
Yeah.
He did that.
Subliminal message.
You knew you were coming to a LeBron household and you did this shit on purpose.
You cried about. So would you, if you met,
I met LeBron
You
a
met
million
LeBron,
times.
and you
Never,
didn't cry?
No.
that tells you all.
I forgot. Did you meet Denzel?
I met Denzel.
Did you cry when you met
Nope.
Denzel? Oh, interesting.
That's what I mean. It's Michael.
Denzel? Because you did the Denzel
The
impersonations
yeah.
when
That was me.
that wasn't you. You had the brown suit on, right?
yeah. For
Bro, let me tell you something. I used to love. I think y'all had did one parody where it was like a bunch of different guys that
from different movies.
Different
that-
Denzel
Bro,
characters.
yeah, it was so dope. Top tier.
Man, I appreciate.
I'm
that,
glad I
bro.
got to tell you this. I'm
Thank
not gonna
you,
cry
man.
though.
You don't gotta cry, but like,
Okay.
Cause honestly,
You
what
don't gotta cry.
we can CGI it. We can CGI it. If you look very still, Mojo, into this camera, we can CGI
Okay,
it.
hold on.
Amazing. Perfect.
You ain't got. I listen. I know. I thank you for that compliment. But now, because you put me in that air, it's safe to say that LeBron is the greatest, and it's coming from somebody who you respect.
The air up there.
I do respect you.
Yes,
But I don't agree with you.
has anybody ever told you that you have a very Terrence Howard like quality?
I hear it all the time. man.
It was not until that moment which I put it together. It was like the double helix. You see, if you take the
Oh, because he trailed off a
Sound.
little bit.
Sound.
They got lower.
no, it's
You know, I don't hear it though.
really.
Of course, you never like when someone does an impression of you, you never think they sound like you.
Yeah, people always tell me I sound like Idris Elba and look like him, but I'm like, I
That's
don't see it or hear it.
That's crazy.
No,
Definitely don't see it.
That's
They
crazy.
say it.
I don't hear it either.
They say it a lot.
Who is they?
You don't question they.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not appropriate to
I
say
agree.
they. You know.
The internet. He claims the internet. We've never seen these people.
I've never seen those comments about you.
They're there. They DM me.
They're there.
They-
Okay,
they-
it's
they-
in the DM.
yeah,
What
it's
show
like-
was the one?
yeah. What'd you say?
Show us one.
I don't
DM.
have my phone.
It's right there.
That's not my. That's
Okay.
That's a burner.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not.
Okay.
Wait, we have a game we're gonna play.
Mhm.
Sketch Showdown. So we are gonna do a head-to-head March Madness style to see what is the best sketch show of all time.
Okay.
Ooh.
So in round one, you have Saturday Night Live versus Portlandia. I mean, I
Have you
think
ever
this
seen
is a
Portlandia?
no-brainer.
I've
yeah,
never seen that, so I'm gonna go.
I mean,
Saturday
even
Night.
though I like Portlandia, this is clearly a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. You know, because I mean, Fred Armisen went from Saturday Night Live to create Portlandia.
1000%.
But I've seen a couple sketches from Portlandia. It's very funny, but it's not Saturday Night Live.
No, SNL goes to round two easily.
Okay, I agree with that.
Chappelle's show versus the Eric Andre show.
Chappelle.
I love you, Eric. Eric, you my guy. I think Eric is one of the funniest people around.
Couldn't agree
But
more.
Chappelle is the funniest.
Yeah, Chappelle show.
That
undefeated.
show is it has moments that you can pull from then and bring them now, and they still resonate.
100%.
Oh my God! When they did when they revived the Player Haters Ball
Yeah.
on SNL on Dave's
Oh,
SNL
yeah.
episode, hilarious.
Ooh,
Yeah, Chappelle show easy.
This is a tough one.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Key and
This a
Peele
tough one.
versus Mad TV.
I used to really like Mad TV.
I fuck with Mad TV hard.
Horde. Ari Spears. Come on.
Yeah, I gotta go Mad TV.
Bobby Lee, Will Sasso.
Yeah.
Key and Peele did have some hits,
Key and Peele-
but I am a Mad. I'm gonna go Mad TV.
This is a tough one for me because I got watched Key and Peele a lot, and like we know Keegan. To me, he's all time. But Mad TV produced so many different home run hitters that you got to go like, man, like because Key and Peele, it was two of them. The other one I saw the other day, I was watching a clip of Jordan Peele walking through an alley and he saw these people like taking TVs out of a thing. He was like seeds in his hand. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? He started like giving them a pep talk.
They have some Hall of Fame sketches.
Hall of Fame sketches.
First ballot Hall of Fame sketches. This is really tough. Yeah. So you're going Key and Peele. We got to be unanimous on this. So at least 2 out of 3.
I gotta go. Shit. Just because they produced a lot and I grew up on it and they produced a lot of home run hitters, I'm going to say Mad TV.
Mm-hmm. Mad TV it is. Mad TV goes to round 2.
This is probably the hardest one.
I Think You Should Leave versus In Living Color. Well, In Living Color.
Yeah.
In Living Color. I love Tim. Tim Robbins is one of the funniest people. Second City, all that.
In Living Color was crazy though.
Talking about like stars coming from
my
like,
God.
man.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, man?
Jim Carrey, like
SNL Mad TV. I'm gonna go SNL.
Yeah, me too.
50 years. That's 50 years. And you're not gonna compete against SNL because it's 50 years and they've been producing the most.
Mm-hmm. I'm SNL on this one. You want to say Mad TV. It's okay.
You want to say it.
But I'm going to go SNL.
Yeah. SNL.
Tough one here, boys. Chappelle Show versus In Living Color.
I'm going to go In Living Color.
Wow.
And I love the Chappelle Show, but I'm going to go In Living Color.
It's very tough. This is why they pay us the big bucks to make these decisions.
Shit. Fuck.
Don't make it hard on yourself. Just say it. In Living Color.
I know I want to say Chappelle Show, but because Dave Chappelle's my all-time favorite.
100%.
Okay.
Right?
All right. That makes sense.
We can separate him from the show.
But I think there's something about the Wayans family that is crazy.
Pure dominance.
Yeah.
Pure, just dominated. And it stemmed from that show, but not all of their dominance. They went on to create some of the greatest fucking things we've ever seen.
Yeah. Like you got to, you think about how many stars came from that show, and you look at, stars came from the Chappelle show as well, but not that same amount that came from In Living Color.
We're talking about A-listers.
Yeah.
I'm going to go In Living Color.
Yep, In Living Color. All right, so now the finale, which I feel like this is one of the oldest debates of all time.
It is.
Saturday Night Live versus In Living Color.
This is Trump, Kamala. This is a race thing. This is purely.
That's exactly what this is coming down to.
This is like.
That's exactly what this comes down to.
That's what this is.
And because of that, I gotta go In Living Color.
Oh shit!
The longevity of SNL is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Longevity, big factor.
Longevity is a real thing, right? And I played Garrett Morris in the Saturday Night Live movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this connection to the franchise. But I will say, they did not invite me to come watch SNL. They didn't invite me to the 50th.
Are you trying to make this some personal shit?
Because it is.
Hold on.
No, I got something else.
Okay.
About In Living Color, too.
Okay, all right.
Because remember, they did like an In Living Color like remake. They tried to...
No audition?
I got an audition.
Oh.
And in the room, I thought I killed it. And they were like, yeah, you killed it. I don't know how I did, to be honest with you. But I didn't book it. I didn't even get a call back.
So SNL.
But because of Garrett Morris, I got a chance to perform.
I'm going solely based on longevity here.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James.
SNL gets my vote.
Shit.
Just on longevity.
Am I the tiebreaker?
If they were both still on right now, both celebrating like 50th anniversaries, it would make it very hard.
I'm going to go In Living Color.
Yeah, I got to go In Living Color.
I'm going to go In Living Color.
Think about the shows that was like, end up getting made off of, the Jamie Foxx show. Like, it's just the stuff that Jim Carrey's, it's just a lot it's a lot more comedy that we end up getting pulled from Living Color than I think we did from SNL. I think SNL brought in a lot of guys who were kind of,
because they went for so long. So you had some eras that just weren't really producing outside of the show.
Fair.
Mhm.
I mean, you do got Will Ferrell, you got Eddie Murphy,
Got Will Ferrell,
Chris
Eddie
Rock,
Murphy, yeah.
Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Shit, I said Living Color already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is tough, guys. This is like 1A and 1B. You know,
Yeah.
like how you can't.
Tone Limber Color
In Living Color.
2-1.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. These guys hate SNL.
Whoa, that's not what we said.
Guys, this has been a great episode, dude. Thank you so much.
No, I
for
appreciate
coming
y'all for
on.
having me.
Yeah, bro.
This is
Let
great.
everyone know, please. Where can they see you? Where can they follow you? What's coming up? Give them all that good stuff.
So y'all can follow me everywhere at Mojo Brookzz, MojoBrookzz. They're going to put it down on the screen, I'm sure, because they professional here.
Yep.
And then to see me live, right now I'm on the We Done Ones tour, and that's wrapping up May. Then I start my own headline comedy tour.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and then
go.
I got a new show that I'm in coming out.
Oh, yeah?
No way.
Yeah, next month. Next
Oh.
month, I'm in this show directed and produced by Tyler Perry called
nice.
She the People.
Okay, let's go.
And I got a good role in that. So yeah,
Let's
y'all
go.
make sure y'all check it out.
Hey.
Coming to Netflix. I'm making my Netflix debut.
Let's go.
She
So,
the People,
yeah.
Netflix, Tyler Perry. Man, thank you for being here, brother.
No, thanks for having me. This was dope.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Josh, just put Tweety Bird right over Mojo's shoulder right now if you can
No.
on this outro.
Put Tweety Bird on his lap. It's gonna make him feel better.
Peace.
That was a HeadGum podcast.